Good evening, Master Tanaka. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I am Saint Germain and I'm here full in my energy. Always remember to be full in your energy. Every word you spend leading yourself, remember you are full of your energy. What does that mean? That everything you understand about yourself is expressing itself through that word. Remember, that word is not only what you express through a voice, but word is your thought, word is your feeling, and when you have real attention, word is also your behavior, because everything in you is expressing yourself. You are an energetic being. You are not matter. You are energy. Then, this energy that you come to understand, this energy gains strength. What is this force? Exactly your self understanding. Because all energy is already you. But within each one of you, there are conditionings, and these conditionings are the ways that you are interpreting yourself. Each of you has within you the self interpretation, and this self interpretation, which you call beliefs, here, watch, they are words that do have the same meaning, because that for you has the same energy, has the same understanding. But what is this understanding? All of you have particular desires and generate through your thoughts, even generate a question. Is this desire that I have really a desire of value? This desire that I have, is it within what Master Saint Germain is guiding me? Is this desire that I have just showing up out of selfishness? You raise a lot of questions, and all these questions are even linked to this self-interpretation. That's why when you start to accept your being, then within this acceptance, what will you perceive? That exactly the self-interpretation will be softened, 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 until it reaches the point of becoming understanding. Because observe, the energy does not dissipate. The energy only transforms through what you guide. Many of you are in an interpretation that energy itself transforms. But remember, you are in charge of your energy. You are manifesting yourself here. If you were not in charge of your energy, I can even say that you wouldn't have a definite form, because this definite form is exactly the exercise of your power. That's why when you start to understand these words that I'm putting here, then you even start to accept your own experiences. You start to accept them, and they don't generate any more criticism. They don't generate any more comparisons, because you understand that experience is only experience. It is not something that's right or wrong. It is not a factor that you are going to say it has value or it doesn't have value. Your experience has your energy. So many of you even start to generate interpretations because you start to observe. So if my experience has my energy, then it's not by chance that I'm living this. So my energy is low, and they started to generate several thoughts which I speak to each one of you will not bring what you desire. It will only keep manifesting what is presenting itself. Because remember, you are always in charge of your energy. It's not because I, Master Saint Germain, I'm here presenting in myself through this voice that this will make any difference in your energy. What is always mentioned when I am present here, I am bringing your awareness that we are all equal, that we are all a single being, because within all of us, the energy that is vibrating in the energy of the truth, it is the energy of the universe, is the energy you know as God. When all of you are still tied to a religious concept, however much you may think so, but it exists in yourselves. It exists within a cellular memory. It exists within what you have allowed yourself to accept these religiosities, even if you have never been a faithful church goer, because this faithful church goer is not what I am putting here. I am putting here that interpretation that you have of God. Because watch, where is all the source of what you are generating impediments? If you delve deep into your being, you will yes realize, even realize, that what is happening is that belief that you have in relation to God. Because within each one of you, God is not your presence. God is that image. But when you say that you were created in the image and likeness of God, then for you, this is a phrase that brings you comfort, that it even brings you a higher interpretation of yourself, because you have a high concept of God. For you, God is everything. But since He is everything, He is unattainable, because you are still understanding yourself as a limited being. So, how are you going to accept that you are the image and likeness of God? Within this sentence, everyone is generate self-judgments, because you have an image there and you look at yourself. So when you do this, you are not getting closer to God. You are not recognizing that sentence is exactly reporting this creation. That is not a sentence that was put for you to feel comfort that one day you will return to the Father's house, because the Father's house is already you. But everyone still hopes that one day, being good people, they will return to the Father's house. So there are several interpretations that you keep in your being and keep yes hidden under seven keys, because that for you is a treasure. This hope of one day returning to the Father's house. So when I am here bringing you this information, what do you start to notice it? I am the Father's house. So within this, there is a commitment. Within this, there is a commitment to the truth. It is not an external commitment. It is not an obligation. It is exactly when we speak of the truth. That is why we say that everyone is true self-commitment, because self-commitment is the truth of your being. And this is what you must reflect, because if you still maintain that distance, you still maintain that hope that when you really behave like a good boy, that you will return to the Father's house. So within judgments, 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 you want to reach this conclusion that I am a good boy, that I am, yes, a good person. I was a well-behaved girl, so I deserve this gift. I deserve to return home from Father. So there are several myths still within you, and it is these myths that you carry that make you not allow yourself to look at yourself. Because through these myths, you are putting yourself in a position of being that don't have any power, of beings that don't have a true role on this planet Earth. You are all here on planet Earth, and planet Earth is your home. So through this, what do you come to understand? When you accepted to reincarnate through this acceptance, this reincarnation, everyone also started to share with Gaia everything that is present here on the planet, because there is permission. So within this permission, observe well what you are doing, because when you are looking at your being, generate only judgments, generating self-criticism, and through that you say you want to correct your being. Then I put it this way: you will not reach your goal, because it is not possible to correct a mistake by aiming at the mistake. You only bring the concept of truth when you are focused on the truth. That's why, when you accept that you are the truth, not your beliefs, but you, exactly you, your full being, are the truth, then within that you will start to understand that what I put as a commitment, there is no interpretation, there is no even no objection within it. There is only the understanding, there is only the acceptance of everything that you are, yes, manifesting of everything that you are generating from experiences through your choices. Because when you start to understand what a choice really is, within there is no weight in that choice, because within this choice you are just, let us put it, moving your energy, and through this energetic movement you are generating results, because you are a being that has, yes, you have this power to generate results. This is your characteristic. All of you generate results, because what you are manifesting now is already a result. There are always generating results, but since they are not observing their own being, they don't have that perception. They think that the world is manifesting itself, but they still haven't understood that this world is you acting. So when you start to really understand this, generate this acceptance. Within this acceptance, everything you set out to do is already done. Because this is the truth. So all of you, when you still maintain a connection with time, logically, because of this connection with time, you do not have this perception, because there is no connection with time. I am not saying that this connection with time is right or wrong. None of that. I am just generating an observation. So through this observation, you do start looking at your being, because you all have the memories, you all have experiences that you consider to be facts in your lives. But note that these facts, as you are interpreting them, are not, let's put it, the way you are interpreting them because when you speak of facts, you do not allow for any change. And what are you willing to accomplish in your lives? Changes. All of you are having goals, and these goals are placed as goals to be achieved. None of you have recognized that you are already you. Everyone is proposing to work to achieve this goal. This is a choice, that's all. But what is always said in all the messages, that the desire really is a desire when you recognize that it is you. So I bring these words again so that you can reflect. May you reflect and allow yourself to even take one more step, as you say here. Because this process exists within all of you, you are all within a proposal to understand yourself through a process. So, yes, respect your process, respect who you are. Do not generate judgments of your beliefs, because if you are criticizing your beliefs, then note that you are not understanding how you are operating in your life, because you are exactly your belief. And if you are generate so much criticism in relation to your beliefs, then I say that you are generating self-criticism. And this self-criticism is as if you were in a completely dark room without seeing absolutely nothing, because you are not giving that permission. But when you realize that the room is not dark, that it is only you who are keeping your eyes closed, within that you will observe how much you really act in your life. Because to open your eyes, it is only you who can do it. There is no external factor that can force you to open your eyes. Because in God's word, there is no obligation. In God's word, there is only will. So observe that all these desires that are being interpreted so much, I even say that several beings are interpreting, reinterpreting. So within this, they are diving more and more into this dark room, and they are not allowing to open their eyes. And observe that everything in your lives works this way. From the moment you want to see, then it is necessary that you open your eyes. You need to go through an acceptance process, because as long as your acceptance is conditional on a judgment, then that acceptance is not acceptance. It remains a judgment. So note that there are several, let's put it, factors. There are still several, you might say, details, but that for you, yes, it will make you have all the possibilities again. Recognize it. Possibilities never close, because possibilities are possibilities. So when it is said that what becomes visible to you is what you allow yourself, only this. I am open to questions. I will put a brief observation here. All of you were guided to listen. Only listening, of course, is always our guidance. But remember that listening does not mean leaving your being. Listening is done when you are focused on yourself. So there is no interpretation taking place. But everything that is, yes, being heard by you, yes, being, let's put it, being acquired as information. So within what you started to accept as information, then this yes will, let's say, generate new understandings. But all of you must always be aware not to generate any interpretation, does not being becoming absent. Okay, everyone is generating self understandings within themselves. Everyone is acting so that this self understanding even emerges in their being. But remember that everything you are accomplishing in yourself is being through your self permission. Then remember this so that when you listen to this audio again, you will always enter this state of self permission. With these guidelines, I say goodbye. Thank you very much.